You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? You got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming.
Say hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. Cat, what are you laughing about?
When did
I switch up the song every once in a while, man. What are you laughing about, huh?
when fucking everybody's got a new intro now. It trips me out. It's like
You know what? Freshen up the song, change it up. I changed it up from yesterday. I'm gonna change it up tomorrow. Cab, you didn't like the song? Is that what you're saying right now?
I did not like it. What, you got the rights to a whole bunch of music? Who the fuck's making your music?
YouTube. Thank you to YouTube. They have a little library of audio, so you don't fucking copyright everyone's shit. So yeah, no, it's YouTube. It's what it is. But shout out to them. Okay. So you hate the song. All right, no note taken. I'll write that down right now. Dabby Cab does not like the intro.
I didn't like it or not like it. How about that? It was cool, bro. I like your show. That's enough.
All right. How's everyone going? Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Shout out to Wednesday. It's going to be not a quick episode, but it will be a not an hour long edition of Say Hey Plays. Not a big card, 9 games, 2 double headers. I believe the Mets half has already ended and the Yankees is still going. I'm not watching the Mets game. Truthfully, I'm watching Dodgers, Giants, the Yankees game, and the Braves game. So we'll break down all the rest of the games, recap our plays, all that good stuff. But of course, first of all, let's shout out our friends at the contest. Everyone that is joined up for the Cappers contest, you guys are very cool. If you have not signed up for it, you're very lame. That's just simply how it goes. Right now on the Pub Porch Radio website, you can go register right now, $100 for each one. It's a whole lot of fun. It's going to be great. I actually made my Survivor contest pick as well. And I negotiated, I bartered, and I extended the deadlines too. We extended the deadlines, I should say. So we extended the deadlines on entering both contests. You can join right up until kickoff now. You can make your Survivor picks right up until kickoff. After week 1 of the Survivor and of the Cappers contest, it locks. So all the picks will lock right as the games start as well. So let's say I'm Dabby Cap. I overslept through the morning games. We go and we pick the last, after.
You think because I smoke weed, I oversleep? I don't oversleep. The fuck?
You smoke weed. You're the only one that smokes weed on this show, apparently. Damn.
You smoke weed? Let me see.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. I need to see it. No, but go to the Cappers contest today on their website right now. $100 to enter. Right now, we extended the deadline, so it'll be a whole lot of fun for sure. And I've been telling people, if you guys have any, problems or whatever, logging in or what have you, definitely just DM me on Twitter at Jose Bouquett, and I will hook you up and get you helped out in no time. All right, Cab, you've put me in a mood now. Say Hey Plays 148.
Yeah, all this anger towards me, man.
You know why, you bastard?
I don't gotta say it though. Like I told you in the chat, whenever you were so pleasantly telling me to, you said "fuck you" in capital letters, and then "fuck you, Cab" in capital letters.
Yes,
all fuck Houston, and then "fuck you." Yeah, and that was when Houston was losing. When you sent me all those messages,
all of those are facts. All of these things are facts. I cannot. What do we want to say? I hope you're watching the game. By the way, I hope you saw me a couple times when they were kicking the fucking field goals too. It was sickening. It was fucking sickening how close we were. But we're not here to talk about baseball. We're not here to talk about football. We're talking about baseball. Minnesota Twins, New York Yankees. I don't think we can really talk about this game adequately because the game was going. By the way, shout out to Justin Turner, 3-run bomb. There we go. 3-2 Dodgers. But I don't feel like we can adequately talk about this game. I'm leaning towards the Twins, but ultimately that's an easy thing to do. And the total is super, super low at a 6.5. So I couldn't bet the under here as well. I actually lean towards an over. Let's never forget that Garrett Cole got crushed by these Minnesota Twins not too long ago. So a pass game for me to start off the card, unfortunately. What about you, Cap?
Ryan's at that limit, man, where he impressed me. I appreciate what he did. I'm worried that he's reached that inning point where, we're going to see more outings like we saw last game where he went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits and gave up 5 runs. I think that could be kind of I don't want to say new norm. He's still a good pitcher, but if you've noticed, he's susceptible. I said that word correctly, to the long ball. He's leaving it over the plate, man. He's not blowing 97 miles an hour up there. He's low 90s with good movement, but it's kind of starting to flatten out. Everything I've seen from him has been flattened out. His start before that, he did go 6 innings, 2 hits, and no runs, which is a beautiful start. But at a 3.88 ERA, I think we're seeing about where he's going to sit. I think he's good for 3, giving up 3 or 4 runs. Even with how fucking terrible the Yankees have been. Garrett Cole on the other side. What do you want me to say about Garrett Cole? I went deep on these pitchers at the beginning of the year. I don't want to start over like it's the beginning, but I gave my opinions deep on him when I first came on here with you. He's fucking great, bro, until it's important, until it matters, until it's a game that the team needs to win, and then he fucking sucks, which I have no respect for somebody that does that. He's got great stuff, okay? He really does. Anybody who tries to say that Cole doesn't have good stuff, that's not smart words coming out of your mouth. He does have very good stuff. A 3.28 ERA on the season. That's fucking impressive, bro. Like, that's really good. Opponent batting average of 209 with a 1.01 whip. That's great. But when the game matters, like this game kind of matters, like when the games start getting tight, this guy just never performs when it's the clutch times. So that's what frustrates me about Cole. I too would look maybe at an over in the first 5 if you're going to get like a 3.5 right there. I got no problem with the overplay here. I definitely earlier in the season, if this was earlier in the season, which is crazy because the Yankees were a fucking tank earlier in the season. But if this was earlier in the season, I would have felt a lot more comfortable taking plus money with Ryan. But it's not earlier in the season, and I'm not comfortable with Ryan anymore.
Yep, I don't want to take him here because I don't trust the Minnesota. I don't trust the. What don't I trust about the Minnesota Twins? I guess I don't trust Ryan at the end of the day because I shout out to Moose Money for him being on Betting with the Bag earlier today. He said the first thing that goes when you're tired and start fatiguing is your command. And
yeah, that's what when I was saying what I mean when I say flattening out, right? Like you gotta somebody throws a pitch, it's got like good bite, so boom, down and in. Well, this stuff's kind of just starting to level out, right? It's losing that bite that it has to it. When somebody starts losing that bite, that means they're getting fatigued, like Moose just said, or like you said, he said. So shout out to that. Yeah, the fatigue setting in. And when your stuff flattens out, you give up home runs, you get hit hard. And that's what I was saying. He's susceptible to the long ball at this point. So, yeah.
By the way, shout out to Cheshire Cat. It's just, I think he's not bragging, but he's bragging about he's mid-30s matching with 20-year-old girls on Tinder. So not a big deal, Cheshire Cat. Not a big deal, Cheshire Cat.
I don't think he said anything like that, did he?
We get it. We get it, man. We get it, Cheshire. Save some for the rest of us, Cheshire. It's all right. No, don't feel bad about that, Cheshire. But by the way, he was asking for this video, and I'll find always a reason to play it.
T on your mark. Get set, go! And they're off. Jose, it's getting on your shirt. On your birthday shirt. Chug, chug, chug.
I'll always
you're just all fed up in your anger and rage this weekend that you didn't even think like, oh, hey, maybe I could save this for the daily sesh. But no.
No, that thing's been played several times. But I'm waiting for my daily sesh invite. I'm always there. I've got to wrestle Dutch. I'll drink my sweet tea again. No worries.
Okay. You'll do the sweet tea again?
I consider it, yeah. I don't want to have to rebuy it, I guess. Well, I didn't buy it in the first place. I want to buy it and then drink it, I guess. But I consider it, sure.
Okay. Bo Jackson said Jose Sweet Tea Bouquett.
Yeah, Jimmy's starting to call me Sweet Tea Tits.
I mean, it's a good name.
Sweet tea tits. That's not bad. By the way, yeah, I know. I'm just, I'm by the way, I'm busting Cheshire's balls. I know you're not bragging. I wouldn't feel weird about that, but I'm not 35, so I don't know. But shout out to Cheshire, who is a Tinder lord, as I'll call him. DeGrom, Oviedo. I can assume we have nothing to say here. This is a DeGrom spot. Yeah, this is a actually, I did want to make a bet on this game just because my lovely father, Jimmy the Bag and Moose Money, broke it down so eloquently earlier this morning, and it kind of put me on this bet. And I think this is one of the more fun bets of the year. It is going to be a Jacob DeGrom centered bet. It's going to be Pirates' first 5 team total under a half. Now, if I could find that down, the line, that'd be awesome. But his last 2 appearances, DeGrom, he's given up 1 earned run, Dodgers and Colorado Rockies. That under a half is at plus 125. So I am going to be moving on that. It's going to be a very fun bet. Cab, do you have any thoughts on this game?
What I'm not taking a minus 390. If you want to, what is the Pirates team total under? Fucking half a run in the first 5?
Yeah, under a half run at plus 125.
Christ.
I'm
bro,
taking,
and it's what do I think? I think DeGrom probably won't give up a run, but I know that somebody who throws 103 miles an hour can give up a home run because he throws 103 fucking miles an hour. So
I just want O'Neal Cruz to square one up once because that's going to go 130 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It takes one flick of the wrist, good contact, bro. If you gave me 1.5, well, I'd slam it. But fuck that. No, I don't know what you want me to say with this, man. There's not really any angle I could find that would be something worth playing. Unless maybe, I don't know, what's the Mets team total? 4.5 or is it 3.5? It's 4.5, right? It's got to be.
Yes, it's got to be.
And I don't know if I like that either. So
it is. God, I can only find the fucking first 5s, apparently. Jesus. Yeah, no, I'm only finding the Mets first 5 team total. Why is this the case, Cab? Why is this the case indeed? I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be on that Pirates team total under there. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch this bet, watch DeGrom dominate. I love my Pirates, but it'll be a fun bet nonetheless. I am, by the way, like I mentioned, I think I said it's on the top of the show. I'm only on Dodgers minus 1.5 right now. Is that continuation of me betting the Dodgers run line every day for the rest of the season and seeing how it goes for us. Next game, Philadelphia, Miami, getting into the single headers, as we call them nowadays. Bailey Falter, Trevor Rogers, both lefties, I don't know. Bailey Falter, I was going to say, coming off the best start of his career, but I don't want to give him too much credit there. 6 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run against my Diamondbacks. Trevor Rogers coming off the best start of his season after, indicating that it would be. He literally said, this is the best I've felt come after a start. After his last rehab start where he dominated. I really thought about another first 5 under here, Cap, because of how terrible the Miami Marlins are against lefties and how I think Trevor Rogers can, in fact, dazzle the Mets here and pitch pretty well. But I haven't moved on it yet officially.
Mets, the Phillies. Rogers sucks, bro. I don't care what he said after his life. I'm just kidding. I know he's got good stuff. I know a lot of people like Rogers, but you know what I think, bro? I think that Rogers is about where he's at, bro. His opponent batting average is 280. That's way too fucking high. His whip is at 156. Yeah, he went 6 innings, 5 hits his last start. And, I don't know. I don't buy it. I love it. Maybe he's got a head of steam. Cool, whatever, bro. But my only lean here would be Phillies. If you're going to maybe possibly take Phillies in the first 5 or fuck a team total with the Phillies. That would be 3.5. It's probably got bad juice, but I'm sure it's at 3.5. Rogers, I've made money fading Rogers this year, and I see what people are talking about. Yeah, he has the stuff, but pitching's 2-part fucking thing. Okay, you got to have it here, and you got to have it the stuff, right? He's got the stuff, but even just making the comment, "Oh, it's the best I felt," motherfucker, shut up and do it again. Everybody saw you gave up one run and finally did good. Nobody cares. Do it again. I don't know. I'm not a Rogers fan. There, I'll leave it at that.
We could not tell whatsoever. I don't think I'm going to move on it. It is a 3.5. I wanted a 4. Don't have a 4 even available for me right now to bet. So I am not moving on it. By the way, shout out to the Friends and Family Parlay. It was first 5 Seattle -0.5, Dodgers -1.5, and Rays first 5 team total over 2.5 there as well. So just a heads up for friends.
Hey, there was this friends and family parlay on Saturday that was like plus 500 that almost hit, but it didn't.
Who did it?
I think UTSA fucked it up.
Oh. Wow. I walked right into that one.
You didn't catch what I was talking about? You really didn't know where I was going with that, Jose? What the fuck?
That one hurt. We're just going to move on. Alek Manoah and the Baltimore Orioles. Tyler Wells, Dean Kramer piggyback. I was like, who did that? Say friends and family without me. Fuck it. I hate Houston so much. Fucking Dana Holgerson. Go fuck.
How about Tank Dell, bro? You have good dreams about him?
His name is stupid, and he looks stupid. Tyler Wells coming off the IL, oblique injury. I really like the back-to-back starters here. I'll be honest. Tyler Wells, I don't know what to expect from him, really. He had 1 rehab start, 2 1/3, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 3 Ks. I like the idea of the back-to-back starters here. I think Wells goes 3. I think Kramer goes his whatever, and then hopefully they can just give it to Bautista at the end of this game, which is a really important game for the Orioles as well. So I'd like the Orioles in the spot, truthfully, which is Alek Manoah is a fucking dog, and going against him is always concerning. I'm going to look up Alek Manoah's starts against the Orioles because I did not do that before, but I want to hear
go
your
ahead. And I'll tell you his last 3 starts. Last start, 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs. Start before that, 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. Start before that, 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. Alek Manoah, even though he's over his inning limit, this guy, I think you said he's a dog, right? He's a fucking bulldog, bro. I talk about pitching being 2 parts. I just did just a second ago with Rogers. Well, that other part that Rogers doesn't have, Manoah fucking has. And that's what I'm talking about when he strikes somebody out and, he gets into it. I want to see that. I want to see that fight in my player when I'm backing them. I want to know they're going to fight for my fucking money if I'm putting my money on them. Most importantly, right? That's what I really want. Manoah on the season sitting at a 2.48 ERA with an opponent batting average of 2.11. I like this guy. Personally, I would look Orioles against any other pitcher. Here, I would have to just pass because I'd be on Manoah or no one, but that's me.
I think I'm going to move officially on. I'm going to move on Orioles full game because I really do like the back-to-back starters here, and I think it could fare well for them because Tyler Wells, like I said, going to start this game 2 innings, 3 innings as he gets back up. And then Dean Kramer fills in his spot, his start right after him. And it's not like Dean Kramer has had like a storied history of starting every other day or whatever the fuck it is. He's come out of the bullpen before, I'm fairly certain. So I like the Orioles here today. I've got a plus 122 on them today. So I will be circling that, and we will come back to that at the end of the show. A fun AL East matchup, to say the least there. Cincinnati Reds, Chicago Cubs. Fucking this game brutalized me yesterday. I hit this game so perfectly. I said, Wade Miley's going to struggle. Justin Dunn's been a good pitcher. First 5 Cincinnati Reds. Cubs scored 2 in the fucking bottom of the 5th. Push my bet. So I ultimately had to eat that push and just move on with my day, even though I feel like I capped it well. And truthfully, with this one, I think I'd lean under here, but after that heartbreaking push, I think I'm going to end up passing on this game. Cab, what do you think about this one?
I think Mike Minor's 1 year away from being the next fucking Dallas Keuchel. That's what I think. I think he needs to retire,
really?
Bro. It's been 12 good years. He's had 12 good years. You're fucking 3-10 with the 5.98 ERA. He just hasn't had it, bro. Like, what's he going to keep pushing through it? I don't know, man. I'm not a huge fan of him either. Opponent batting average of 285. That's through the roof. Last couple starts, he only gave up 2 runs, but it's like he went 4 innings, 4 hits, and gave up 2 runs. It's not even a, he didn't even throw 5 innings. He can't even get counted for the win in that game. This game for me is, fuck, man. This game is disgusting. I don't know what to say. It's gross. It's gross as fuck. I don't know what you want me to say about it. Anybody in the chat, if you have a play on this game, throw it out there. Let us know what it is. Maybe I'm missing something on this, but I don't see any way that I would feel comfortable going on this. Under, if you say, cool. But that's a coin flip to me. So are the sides.
No, I agree. I'm passing on this game. Under would be my only look. Shout out to Brian Watson, who's on the Cubs. Shout out to Matt Stoney, not applicable. Alex Gagnon, Brian Watson, like I mentioned, in here as well as Cheshire Cat, Washington Nationals, St. Louis Cardinals. Another easy pass for me. Watch out for those Nationals. They've been playing well, but easy pass game for me. Corey Abbott been kind of a bullpen one inning guy last couple of starts or last appearances. So I don't want anything to do with it. Pass game, another one here for me.
This is what's gotten tough about like I can't wait when we get to this point. Like it's almost like I get ready for the playoffs because fuck, man, like minus 310. It's just too much in baseball. I don't know how else to say it. Like, who do I think's gonna win? The Cardinals, obviously. I think they easily could win by even 3 fucking runs for all we know. But this is baseball, man. It is the one sport where like on any fucking given day, like Montgomery could go out there and fucking hit the first 2 hitters and then give up a home run and then a double and then a single and then come out and you're already in like you don't fucking know. Like I like to find angles like that are strong, that have good value. There's no value in this for me. So it's not that I'm trying to just like pass on the games. Like I agree that, you know, St. Louis is the side here, but it's like at minus 310, not for me.
Yep. It's only the Nationals for me. And everyone knows that if you've watched this program. And this might be a trend, but the rest of these games are easy passes for me. Cleveland versus the Royals here.
I've got action. You got something, don't you? Have you bet anything?
Well, I will have. We'll scroll up. I'll have 2, maybe 3 plays, probably.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, technically only 1 because the other play I have is the Dodgers minus 1.5. Which,
that does not count. I mean, if you posted it, it counts for your record, but not counts for here.
Yeah. Okay, so then, 1, maybe.
Yeah. And it counts for your bank, which is really all the fuck that matters at the end of the day. Yeah. Fuck everything else. The bank account is what matters. Sorry for anybody who didn't want to hear that, but that's the truth.
100% facts there with this. I mean, that's exactly what we want here. It's ultimately the 3.4 units is great, but I would love to be up actual unit money as well. So I'm watching this Dodgers game with my eye on it, and fucking dude, the Minnesota Twins turn into such fucking shit bums against the Yankees. It's so annoying. Royals versus the Guardians. Zach Greinke coming off a forearm injury. No rehab starts. No rehab starts at all for Zach Greinke. Thought that was really weird with a forearm injury. I know he's an old man, et cetera, et cetera. I think I'm just kind of trying to make it a statement of just fading those pitchers. And I know they do their side work, et cetera, with all their pitching, but that just worries me. Old man Greinke going out there with no arm work at all, no live action, no live bullets.
It's weird that he didn't have a rehab start, huh?
Yeah, and he had a grand old time in Omaha in AAA because they were actually playing for something earlier in the year. So I was a little surprised, but if I had to play anything, it'd be a Cleveland team total. I wanted it to be a 4 at a decent price, but it's 4 minus 130, 4.5 at plus 105. So I'm not moving on it, but it's definitely a Cleveland team total spot for me.
Yeah, what do you feel like you're going to get from Cleveland as far as like pitching in this game? Like, what do you like?
Yeah, that's why I'm worried to take the side, you know. I'll take their team total and not have to stress about Cody Morris and whatever bullpen arms you get.
So I saw somebody put in the chat, W. Arthur, shout out to him. He put in there Royals first half. Like, I'm not betting first 5 on the Royals, but I don't hate it. I just don't like the fact that Greinke didn't get a rehab start. That fucking throws me off. Even though he's 4-8, he's one of those old vets. I'm not going to sit here and bash Greinke. I know he's been struggling lately, but he's still not doing some of the things that those other guys are doing. And so you've got a vet on the mound going against a very big question mark. But, you know, the Guardians got to win this game. This game's so fucking important to them. Like, so important to them. That's where I get really twisted on it. I wouldn't hate it over. I feel like the total is the only way I'd maybe side on this game as an over.
Yeah, and by the way, the Cleveland Guardians last 2 weeks against righties 29th, 62 weighted runs created plus. So tough game, pass game here. Let's talk about your Kansas City. I was going to say your Kansas City Royals, your Texas Rangers versus your Houston Astros here, Debbie Cab. The Blackout Bowl, as I call it, minus 290. I'll keep saying I don't believe any team should be minus 300. So gun to head, I'm taking Cole Raggins and the Rangers. But Cole Ragan's coming off an arm or coming off a calf injury, also no rehab. But I kind of made the little exception here because it's a calf. His arm wasn't hurt. Not like Granky. Granky probably didn't throw forever.
Which leg, bro? That's important. Is it his driving leg? Is it his landing leg?
That's an excellent question that I don't have the answer to. But
if it's driving, it's more important.
I shout out to Pete Loshak, who's a big backer pitcher after non-arm injury guy. So I wouldn't necessarily hate the Rangers here, but I pass. Minus 290. Christian Javier has been electric in instances. Kind of been wearing down, I think. 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs at Texas last time. And then versus Baltimore, 3 innings, 2 earned runs. I think they'll try to watch his inning limit. I think be a little surprised if he goes over 5, truthfully. So I passed on this game as well.
Do you think either of these pitchers get over 5? I hate to be that guy that's coming in talking overs, but I don't like the pitching matchups today.
I think 5 for both.
Yeah, I do too. I kind of like the first 5 over in this game. I don't know if either of these pitchers get through 5 today. And I could easily see them, both of them giving up crooked numbers and either one giving up 4 or 5.
All right. The Blackout Bowl is an over spot for both of us here. And damn, these minus 300 lines are really starting to get into the vibes. Really starting to kill the vibes. All right, Cab, we have talked about Yu Darvish for the whole year.
And how fucking much money has he made me a lot and anybody else who listened from day one when I said back this motherfucker he's bet on. End of story.
How much? What's the record at?
For me, I've gone 12, 3, and 2 when I bet him this year.
And guess what? You're betting him today,
fucking
right?
Bet him again. What the hell? You got Henry on the mound for the. Let me go, bro. Henry on the mound for the D-backs. A 4.83 ERA, opponent batting average of 258, and a 1.48 WHIP. Not good, bro. He's given up some walks and hits. Okay, this Padres team, I know they fucking struggle at the plate, even with the Soto and all the shit they did with the trade, Bell. Everything's great, right? But they still aren't scoring runs all the time. It's very frustrating. But what they do is they score with what they have. And if Henry is going to give up walks and he's going to give up, at least about a hit per inning, because that's what he's averaging. He's thrown 31 innings and he's given up 31 hits. So our dude's given up a hit per inning, so to speak. He also walks people a little higher than what you would like. So he's got base runners, and the Padres do with that what they're supposed to. I wouldn't have liked this play if I had to lay the -1.5. Obviously I think they're up by 2, but what I was able to get here in the first 5 was a -1, -110. And I love that number, man. I've also seen other books that have like -135 for -0.5 a run. If you want to do that, it's less juice though. I like the -1 line. A lot of times you're not going to get those offered. They'll only give you either a -160 or -170 at half a run, and then a fucking -1.5. But here I've got a -1 and I like it. Henry, like I said, he's not bet on. And Darvish, this guy is an ace, bro. I said it from the beginning. Last year was a fluke thing. They overpitched him. The coach did not manage his pitchers on this team well last year, and Darvish was subject to that mismanagement. Okay, he's a good fucking pitcher, and there's a reason why he has a 3.26 ERA and opponent batting average of 211. Does he get touched up sometimes? Is he a little bit of a perfectionist and gets frustrating? Absolutely. But he's that fucking guy. So many different pitches, so many different pitch speeds. Absolute joy to watch pitch as a pitcher.
Hey, well, you said the rest. You said it all there. I'm not moving on this game. Cabby goes Padres first 5. Cab, I skipped a game. Do you know what game that is? Just thinking about it.
Red Sox.
I skipped the Red Sox game. I skipped Red Sox.
On purpose?
No. I just skipped it entirely. Didn't even write it down. Red Sox versus the Rays. Jeffrey Springs versus Nick Pivetta, who just came back or is coming back from getting crushed in the calf with a line drive. Coming back here now. Nasty Nate on Red Sox first 3 plus a half. Top set on Diamondbacks +2. I don't hate Diamondbacks +2 for sure.
Top set.
And shout out to Lil C, by the way, who mentioned that we skipped it, or I skipped it.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about it anyways. And Lil C, I want to see some of you guys up in there in the sesh with us in the chat. We need all you guys up there too, because Lil C, I haven't seen him before. Has he been in your chat before?
Yeah, shout out to Lil C, loyal watch.
Lil C.
By the way, Mike Trout just homered for a 4th straight game. Not a big deal. He's fucking built different.
What is this game at?
It's tough to say. It's an issue with me in this Boston Red Sox club. Their offense is humming, but the pitching is horrible, and that literally just that leads me to overs like every game with this Red Sox team now. At a 7 at -115, I'm just like, what are we doing here? It's a little worrisome, and the home road splits for Jeffrey Springs. Jeffrey Springs, I got the fucking hiccups now. Jesus. Jeffrey Springs' home road splits is obviously a big deal, but I don't know how big of a deal it is going to be here against the Red Sox. He got crushed twice against the Red Sox this year, and I'm bringing up his.
I got you. Last start against the Red Sox 2 starts ago, 6 innings, 8 hits, and 5 runs.
And his 1.91 home ERA is a lot better than his 3.17 home ERA. So I can easily see why you're on the Rays here if you are, but I think I like the over in this game, -110 at this set, or -115 at 7. What about you, Cap? And
yeah,
by the way,
do know that. Shout out to Moose. I know his Moose call play of the day is the Rays team total over 2.5 in the first 5. You're saying you like the over. Look, if there is such a thing as a Red Sox spot on the board left, this would be it, in my opinion. Just because Springs has been seen by this Boston team, and he's been hit multiple times. That's not the only time. But I'm not getting behind the Red Sox right now when that bullpen and that fucking dugout, bro. Fuck that team. Like, I can't imagine what it's like being like in that dugout. I've talked about it before, but it's tough to be on a team that's supposed to be winning and not. It's just a really tough thing. So Rays here makes sense just because they're the better team. And for me, when I cap something one way and then I'm like, no, I'd bet the Rays if I bet it. I can't do it, so I'm not betting my money on it.
I'm right there with you. We obviously don't want to give out plays. Our money's not on, so I'm not on it. And by the way, I gotta check and see. Thank God. I got a little worried here because the White Sox are now up on the Seattle Mariners with Castillo on the bump. But I was like, oh my God, did I just get some heartbreak in the first 5 innings? No, thankfully it was all in the 6th inning. So friends and family still alive. Cab, first of all, thank you so much for joining us. Please tell people about the Daily Sesh as I grab my writing utensil and such here. Man.
Daily Sesh. It was right before Jose. It's me and Dutch. We do a strain of the day. We break it down. That's cool. But if you don't smoke, guys, that don't mean shit. Like, we still want you in there with us because that's just one little part of it. After we do the strain of the day, the next thing we do is talk about everything sports. Dutch is big in the NFL. I love NFL too, obviously, but Dutch is breaking down the NFL games. I love college football, so I'm breaking down the college football games. Dutch will be on the NBA. Of course, we still talk MLB. I'll do college basketball. So it's like we're literally covering fucking like everything. I don't do tennis or fucking golf. I'm sorry, but we got the main sports covered. And anything that I give out is what my money's going on. So I want to see some of you guys up in there, especially Ron Crawford. Haven't seen you in there, but Top Set, all you guys, we want to see you up in there, man.
Yes, and Cheshire Cat, they do change times frequently, but it's at 4:20 Eastern.
No more.
4:20. We promise.
Gotcha. Promise. It's like been the Achilles heel of that show is the time changes.
it's been hilarious watching the show change times, I will admit. My 2 plays for you guys, and again, thank you, Kat, for joining us. I have the Dodgers -1.5, -125. It's bottom 6 right now, 1 on, no outs for Trey Turner. He's pretty good. And I'm also going to take the Pittsburgh Pirates first 5 team total under a half.
Okay.
Under a half at +125. I'm going to watch Jacob deGrom do his fucking thing, dominate, and hopefully blank a very young Pittsburgh Pirates squad that I hope has no idea what hit them. Like, I hope they just, like, wake up and there's like, wait, what? We have deGrom, excuse me? And then just 98-mile-an-hour sliders coming in, breaking them off. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what everybody wakes up to. Somebody, I just, for me, it's just like, I don't know. I don't hate that play at all. It's deGrom. He's the best pitcher in baseball. Of course, it's a good play.
Beautiful. And by the way, shout out to Ron Crawford, his spreadsheet play of the day, Toronto Blue Jays. That's going to be the thing that keeps me off of the Orioles. I had Orioles money line written down. Don't want to go against Ron Crawford. Never a good idea. It always seems like I end up going against Ron unintentionally too. Like it's funny the ways that I accidentally do, and Ron always busts my balls about it too. So not going to fade Ron today. No thanks. Top set liking the Dodgers +1.5, or sorry, the Giants +1.5 and +2. So top set. I'm not saying I hope you lose, but
what the fuck, yo. What a MDR put and the nudies in the chat. No more nudies. No more nudies.
No more nudies?
No more nudies. I promise. Nothing else that's going to get anybody in trouble.
No more faces of death?
None, bro. None of it. I'm telling you, we've been like fucking squeaky clean.
Okay. All right. Well, you keep Dutch under wraps over there, and maybe we'll keep this daily sesh, rocking until the end of time. I'd love to see it go into baseball season next year, and especially basketball season. I'd love to see how Dutch does on the daily sesh, and then going to NBA Pub Hub and all this stuff. So I cannot wait for all of it. Cab, real quick, have you entered the Cappers contest? Are you in it yet? I'm gonna say yes. Yes, you are, Dabby Cab. Dab is in the Cappers contest, and he's gonna sign up before the end of the week.
Yes, of course I'm doing them. I didn't want to lie to you. Like, I haven't signed up, but like I'm going to.
He's going to sign up. The dates got extended for both, so you guys can sign up throughout the weekend too, right up until kickoff.
Well, I was the one asking for that. I was like, hey, I didn't hit the button. I'm gonna do it when we get off here today, because of course I'm gonna be in it.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Cab. Of course, we want as many people as possible in there. It's a good time. Again, if you guys have any questions about the Cappers contest, how am I signing up? I haven't gotten this. My picks aren't saving, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Jesus, I've got some heartburn now. I'm feeling like a 50-year-old man.
Bro, you should be happy. I'm literally going to let you have one of the 3 steaks.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate your kindness. Cab, I'm still thinking about going up to Dallas for that Yankees Rangers series at the end of the season.
Let's do it.
About it. So maybe that will be it. I've got hair on my nose.
Let's do it. And we're still going to Oklahoma Baylor. I am, at least. Just shut up and go. It's in Waco.
I'll tell you, I'm not going to a fucking Houston game now. Fuck those motherfuckers. We'll see you guys next time on Say Hey Plays. Sign up for the Cappers contest. pubsportsradio.com/contest. Register. Pay your $100, and you will be in the Cappers contest. The picks lock when the game starts. The picks lock when the game starts. So that's a new feature. We changed it in between betting with the bag and now. So all that is a little different, giving you guys more time to sign up, more user-friendly, more of the fun here on Pub Sports Radio. And Dabby, by the way, forgot to mention, this Friday and Saturday, you'll be fucking live streaming some football games, huh?
Thank you. Yeah, we'll be for the UC. I always say UFC, motherfucker. UCF, Central Florida, man. The bounce house. That place is gonna be fucking rocking, man. And the Louisville game, and then also Saturday, Alabama, Texas. Like, come on, we'll get Moose. He'll be doing some Das Boot double beer in the
Yo,
booth.
Dog. If you gave me that Das Boot, I'd fucking drown. That'd be like waterboarding.
Bro, bro, we're too close to not be doing it. I'm coming to San Antonio to go live from the studio. I'll bring a boot.
I'm not good at drinking things, as you guys saw. Christian by the way, saying, I need some cardio. Yeah, there's no fucking chance I'm getting any cardio. I'm a lazy shell. I just cap and do work all day. Don't see the outside world. Yes, Nasty Nate, you can sign up for both on Saturday, but after this week, you cannot. It ends at week 1. So, and obviously, you can't use the Thursday game.
Now I know I got to be in there. I got to get Nate's money. I got to beat him.
Yeah,
he's
so
just
by the way,
bet on the Patriots, so we're good.
Well, the Patriots are going to be horrible this year too, and let's not forget that Jimmy's mom is joining, and there will be a punishment if you finish below Jimmy's mom. So it's
but isn't she like good at capping? Like we make it sound like it's bad, and then it turns out like supposedly she's a better horse capper than Jimmy. Like probably a better. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't know, but I'm just gonna say I think capping is genetics. I think it just runs in the genes. So once your dad or mom starts capping, it just starts going one
Hey.
after another, starts getting better and better as it goes. And Nasty Nate, thank you for that thumbs down. I'm glad to know that you are watching, my man. Thanks, everyone. Nasty Nate, I'll see you next week. Everyone else, I'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll be probably a solo edition of Say Hey Plays with like 3 or 4 Thursday games. And this is going to be a calm to the storm before Friday, the NFL, NCAA, baseball. We are back at Pub Sports World.